So I know you guys know about sweet and sour prawns, but do you know about the Southern Thai version, which is tangy and sweet, and wow, it is all the things. These are my Southern Thai tamarind prawns. So we are taking a trip to southern Thailand today, and this very traditional sauce starts off with tamarind. So this is tamarind. You can buy it in puree form or concentrate form. Find it online or in the Asian section of your supermarket. Now I just want to heat this up, so I'm going to pop it in a saucepan. And tamarind has a really tart, sour kind of flavour. If you can't get a hold of tamarind, just use some regular white vinegar. And now we need to sweeten this guy up a little, so I'm going to use some palm sugar, which is the more traditional sugar to use here. Look, if you can't get a hold of it, you could use a little bit of brown sugar here. Now, what I'm going to do, it usually comes in these like hard blocks, and what you need to do is just shave it off with your knife. Kind of has a slight molasses flavour, which is why, you know, brown sugar is a good substitute if you can't get palm sugar. Pop that in your saucepan as well. And then I'm going to go in here with some regular white sugar as well, because I kind of want that, I don't know, really kind of sharp sweetness that the white sugar kind of brings. And then some fish sauce. I mean, a Thai sauce wouldn't be complete without it. So that goes in. So now we have the sour, tangy, we've got the sweet, we've got the salty. What you want to do now is just bring this to a simmer. I want all of that sugar to dissolve, and I want that sauce to kind of thicken up a little. So we need a few minutes for that to happen. Now while I'm waiting for that sauce to do its thing, let's have a chit chat about prawns or shrimp or whatever you call them in your part of the world. In Thailand we would call them gung. So there you go. You can tell me what you call them down below in the comments. So what I've done here though, this is the way that they're traditionally served in Thailand. I've left the heads on. I have peeled the shell off the body part and then run my knife through the back here just to get rid of that little poo thing. There's just no nice word for that thing. You know what I mean? The little bit here. And I've also left the little tails on, and that's just, yeah, it's just the way we like to serve them in Thailand. You could take all of the shell and heads off if you like as well. These are really lovely, beautiful tiger prawns, but whatever prawns or shrimp are local in your area, totally fine to use. So let's come back to our sauce. I can hear it bubbling away. I can smell all those beautiful flavors as well. That tamarind has such a nice, like fruity, it's almost like a sour apple kind of smell. Anyway, let's have a look. Really nice and bubbling here. That sugar looks like it's dissolved, and we're slightly thick here. That looks like a really good texture. Look at that shine, nice. Okay, now let's get on to some deep frying. My favorite part of the recipe always. Love frying stuff, let's do it. So the first little crispy thing that we need to make is some crispy garlic. So I've just got some fine slices of garlic. I want to pop them into some hot oil. And this is going to happen super quick, like in a matter of seconds. So I just want to, as soon as they start to color, kind of start scooping them out. Oh, the garlic smell already, so intense, awesome. Now just pop those onto some paper towel. And now I'm going to go in with some dried chilies. These guys are going to crisp up and be another little crunchy element at the end of our dish. Now my other little crispy element, I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I have some crispy fried shallots that you can buy already made, so I'm going to keep those with my garlic and chili for a little bit later on. So now let's get back to our prawns. We're going to fry these guys so that they're crispy and lovely and prawny and all the good things. First of all though, I want to season these guys with some salt. Now whenever I'm dusting anything with flour or breading anything, I always salt the meat or the seafood directly. Salting the flour just doesn't get enough seasoning on whatever it is that you're doing. So, method to the madness. And now I'm just going to toss these in a little bit of flour. And And then each of these goes straight into my hot oil. And just let those guys sizzle away until they're a beautiful, bright coral pink kind of colour. All right, these are looking ridiculously good, smelling amazing. I'm going to take these out and just drain them on some paper towel. And now you want to pile them all up onto a plate. And then this is the part I really love, the sauce drizzle, of course. So let's drizzle that amazing, sticky, tangy sauce all over. And now for the crispy bits, I want some of those shallots and the garlic chips and the chilies. Just a final little sprinkle of green with some coriander. And that, my friends, is the sweet and sour prawn dish you've probably never heard of, but you really need to be eating. Let's get in here, I can't wait. This smells so good. That like crispy garlic and the crispy shallots and everything is just making everything smell delightful. Look at that prawn. Holy smokes. You know what's so amazing about that is the flavor tastes so complex. It is tangy, it's sweet, it's sour, it's, you know, it's got that savory garlic and the fried onion and the crispy prawn and it's got all the things. It's literally like I'm in the south of Thailand eating this at the beach. I always eat the tails and the heads because, you know, I'm a good Asian, otherwise my mum would get angry. All you Asian kids know what I'm talking about.